Hi everybody, it's Farrell with Crowd Surfing. We are at the Hostler Model Railroad Show here at Union Station. I hear it's 30th anniversary. So let's go walk around, talk to some people, and find out what it's all about. We found the most handsome man in all of Union Station, so we had to stop him. And what do you think of the trains?
Well, I just barely got here, but...
And we're already bothering you, right?
You're already bothering me, but no, I'm sure they're lovely. Yeah, I love them every year, yeah.
This is Charles, by the way. And Charles, what is it? He's kind of important around here. What is it that you do for Union Station?
I'm a volunteer in the History Archive right now.
See, that's super important.
Yeah. Looking up history on stuff.
So how long have you been doing that?
6 years now.
But he's talking to somebody. I feel bad.
Turn left at that stop. Then go to the stop sign and turn right.
He's talking. It's like a sewing circle of sorts with Mr. Mike Murphy. Pardon me, sir. Pardon me, sir. No, he's still talking. He ain't got time for me. I'm here with my friend Glenna Desabo, and I always feel like I destroy that last name.
Everybody does.
Desabroe, Debo, yeah, Belbiv Debo. I don't know.
DeSobo.
Yeah. So, Mark seems to drag you down here. What do you do all the work, and he just basks in the glory?
He does, and he does make the sales.
Does he?
Yeah, he does not trust me with the money.
Well, yeah. See, me and my wife have the same thing, except it's just opposite. She don't trust me with the money.
With the money, so how does she do that?
I would do something dumb and spend it.
Well, could you introduce us so that I could find out her tricks?
Well, she'll teach you how to be mean, that's for sure.
Oh, I can't do that. I'm sorry.
I think I've talked to you before, and I've told you there is nothing better than old pictures. When you look at pictures from Ogden from, the 1910, 1920, super cool pictures.
Absolutely, yeah, or before that.
Yeah.
We've got some stereo views of Ogden in 1873 that are very interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to one day, you offered for me to go one day and look, and then for some reason I never got around to it. I'll have to.
Come on up.
I'll have to hit you up on Facebook.
Yeah, come on up. Yeah, happy to show you.
Right on.
They want me.
Pardon me, sir.
I think. Do you want me?
You
want me?
Well.
Do you want me?
I think
You
those
really want me,
I think those are the
Farrell?
wrong words.
Are you? Oh, okay.
So why you got to do that to me, Mike? All right, this is my friend Mike Murphy. We were looking for the most handsome man in the building to interview, but all he could find is this guy. So, how we doing?
Actually, you could do worse. You could probably get the one behind me.
There's a bunch behind you.
Yeah.
So, how many years is this year, Mike?
30 for me.
30.
30 years for the show. We started at the South Ogden Armory in 1989, I think it was, and we did the show there for 2 years, and then we were contacted by the director at the time of the station down here, and they had a meeting. They said, "Why do you do a train show in an armory?" And I said, "I don't know." Seemed the place to go.
Where else are we going to do it? Union Station?
Yeah, where else could you go? I said, "I always heard you were too high priced." "Well, let's talk about that," they said. We've been here ever since.
Very good. So how many years have you guys been doing this? The show?
Probably about 20 years now.
Really?
Yes.
So what is it? I mean, because Mark's paintings are awesome and people love to buy them, but what else is it about the show that you really like?
We love to watch the children's facial expressions when they see the trains.
They love the trains, huh?
Oh, the kids are all so excited. It's that youth. It's the youth.
So I brought my daughter down here, and she's 17, and she looks at these pictures, and she's like, "Oh my goodness, the body proportions are great." Apparently, it's hard to draw body proportions.
Mark has a hard time with that. As you notice, there's not very many bodies in his pictures. He just does the trains.
Yeah, well, it will go with what you know. It's great, for sure.
Yes, he does incredible work.
Can I give you a plug for a history talk I'm giving on March 28th in Huntsville?
Well, you already did it. Yes, please.
Where'd you get this guy? March 28th, Huntsville. It's part of the Whistle Stop tour that we're putting on for the 150th anniversary. I'm giving a talk on Ogden and what happened when the Transcontinental Railroad came to Ogden.
Very good.
Which was on March 8th, 1869, by the way.
How do you keep all that stuff memorized?
I just know it. I mean, you know your history, right? You know your own birthday, right?
Well,
There you go.
some days, if I look at my driver's license. All righty, well, thank you so much.
Sure thing. Good. Take care.
89 is 30 years. It seems like last
Wait a
week.
minute, let me get my calculator.
No, I kind of did them.
All right, okay.
I had a guy over here holding up.
Okay, I see him standing there.
It doesn't seem like 30 years.
Well, you're on that end. I'm on this end. It seems like 70 years.
Well, I would imagine it's a little stressful for you.
It is, and it's been new this year with the city owning the building now, and new rules have been in place and things like that. A few things have changed, but we're getting through it, and everything's fine. Attendance is very good today. It was fair for last night for what the weather was last night, snow and
Yeah, it was
freezing
bad
rain.
last night.
Oh, it was terrible. It was really slick going home, and so it's doing well.
Do you ever go and like mess his paintings up on purpose?
Never, ever.
Come on, throw him a curveball.
I'd be dead.
Take like when he's like say he's painting, right, and like you got this orange motorcycle. Paint one of the fenders like blue.
I love him far too much. I like our life.
All right, well, it's just a thought. Tell him I told you to do it.
I'll say Farrell said I could do it.
That if Farrell says anything, it's probably a good idea not to do it. All righty, well, thank you so much.
Farrell, so good to see you again.
Can I get your name?
Rob Spangler.
And Rob, what is it you come down here for today?
I'm down here to deliver a clinic on building flat car lumber loads
So, how long have you been in model railroads?
for about 44 years.
Really? So, what is it? What is it about the hobby that appeals to you?
What appeals to me about the hobby is the exercise of creativity. Gives me a release and something to do to distract myself from all that goes on in the world around me. I can do art, I can build things, I can have operating sessions and share with my friends, give us a chance to turn the hobby into a social experience. Does a lot of great things.
Nationally, the great big train shows that are put on by national organizations like GATS and the NMRA and stuff like that, their train shows are doing pretty good. Little smaller train shows like local clubs like we are and all that, they're all having trouble this year of a lower attendance than normal. And I think it's coming from the hobby in general. The prices in the hobby are going up. Our salaries aren't going up. I don't have a salary. And so I usually eat carrots instead of celery. So
Say, what do you get by on your handsome good looks, or how do you do it?
yeah, and that
No
doesn't
wonder
go
he's
very far.
starving.
Yeah. Now you're not supposed to get ahead of me.
Oh, sorry.
I'm the guest here.
I know. I'm sorry. Continue.
Okay.
Alrighty, I'm here with my friend, I'm here with my friend Mark, and I kill your last name. Your last name.
Desabo.
Desabo. There we go. And I talked to your wife earlier, and I had a really great idea.
Okay.
I told her, I said, maybe while you're not around, like for instance the motorcycle here, right, with the fenders.
Right.
Maybe she could take like blue or something and paint just one of the fenders blue, and see how you react to that.
Customized work, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's a good idea. What did she say?
She said something about it's a good idea, and she's going to do it.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Really?
Those are her words, not mine.
Okay. Well,
Look at, he's ready to, he's already talking about getting lawyers for a divorce.
are you a marriage wrecker? Is that what they call them?
A home wrecker?
Home wrecker.
I may have done that once or twice. It seems like it would be kind of tough to get them away from like the PlayStation or the Xbox or something to want to come and do something like this.
Well, it depends on the person, because there's a temptation to do the electronics, but you can't do that all the time. And, just like we've always had in the history of humanity, there's people that want different things to do, different releases for their energy. And there are people who like art, they like making things with their hands. And, there's only so much of that you can do when you're playing on a computer. So just as, we have people attracted to vocational school and occupations where you can build a house or work on cars, there are people that love to do things like trains.
Very good. All right. Well, hey, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
All right, good to talk to you.
If you'll take a look around, you'll notice that most of the guys that our helpers, except for Jeff, are older. We're all getting older. We're losing a few guys here and there, and so I just think the hobby is in a kind of a downward little spin right now. The manufacturers that make the products that we buy are getting gobbled up by the big guys, and then putting the little guys out of business and stuff like that. The internet's killed a lot of the hobby shops. We're losing local hobby shops. For us to order anything, if we need a bottle of paint, you can't go get it. The hobby shops are all closing up.
And you're waiting 5 days for it to show up in the mail.
Yeah, right. Or 20.
Well, if it comes from like Zimbabwe or some exotic color that you need. But here's the thing, though. If that happens, you can pull like a Bob Ross, and it's just a happy little accident.
Happy accident. It wouldn't be my accident, though, would it?
Do you have like happy little trains?
I'm not that flexible. No, you were speaking to my wife, who is the well, she's more flexible and creative than I am. Scott, look, I'm in the lines. She's out of the lines.
That's what, yeah, the blue fender on there. No, she said you'd be very upset. You probably better not do that.
Yeah, she's right. Yeah, thanks.
So you'd be easy to just get tipped over, huh?
Easy to get tipped over.
Like, hey, I've been working on this painting. It's great. Why is that blue? It's not supposed to be.
I would know. Yes, right away. Yeah, something was wrong. Yeah.
Can I get your name?
I'm Gary.
And Gary, what is it that you're doing down here today?
Oh, just looking at trains,
The trains are crazy, aren't they?
every size.
every size. And who's this?
Madison.
Madison? And so what's your favorite train so far?
The big one.
The big ones, like the ones outside? Yeah. Yeah? Those are the best because you can climb on them. Oh, wait, I don't think you're supposed to climb on them.
Overall, though, we still have fun. That's what we're here for, is to have fun, show the people the wares, the trains, and just have a good time. And I think we're doing that.
Yeah, well, you say this show always is heavily attended, though. You can hardly walk through sometimes. It's great.
I know, it's been that way today. It's been tough to get through here. Right now, it's not bad, but it's been that way. Most of this morning was really bad. Well, you were here.
Yeah. It's all right, though. You make it through. People aren't too rude. I mean, they'll let you by, and you can look at the wares. So how long have you been painting?
Since I was a boy. Yeah, so not long ago.
Not very long ago, like 20 minutes?
Yeah, little more than that. About your age.
So, well, I don't know about that. I think I'm older than you.
No.
And it's not the years, it's the miles. You know what I mean?
No. Okay. Right.
So, when you started doing this, what inspired you to start painting?
My grandfather. Well, I just like to draw, and my grandfather was a locomotive engineer, and so naturally the two went together. I used to draw pictures of the trains he operated. I was, 7, 8 years old. And I just kept at it.
Just kept working at it and working at it?
Yeah, and as I got older, I discovered that people were creating works that looked real other than my little, childish line drawings. So I strive to emulate their work. And I continue today. I look at other artists, see what they do, try and the same thing goes, I chose trains, but I would encourage anyone who likes to draw or paint, if they have a passion about anything in life, it doesn't have to be trains, it could be flowers, it could be people. Draw and paint that. Just use your creativity, use your mind. It doesn't all have to be done with computers like what we do today. You can use computers as an aid to what you do, but use your creativity.
You want to ride the little train?
Oh, did you ride the one outside?
Front one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you? She's a little camera shy.
Yeah. Aren't we all?
Well, yeah, me too.
My son Matthew, he's been coming down here since he was her age.
Really?
Yeah.
So what is it about the train show that you like so much?
It's just been an interesting hobby all my life, and
So you do model trains yourself?
try to.
Well, you look at some of the stuff these guys do and you're like, how do they do that? Holy smokes, and you try to emulate it, but it's hard sometimes.
Absolutely. But learn from the pros and get better every time, right?
Say, yeah, you can come talk to these guys for sure. So,
I saw a boy earlier today, and he had a blue and yellow shirt on, and man, he was really rude to some people. Oh, excuse me, I didn't mean
he was handsome nonetheless, though, right?
Yeah, he was.
Alrighty, well, hey, maybe another 30 years we'll talk again, huh?
Okay, I'll be here.
Yeah. I think I may. I don't know. 30 years I'll be
42. I'm not going to tell you how old I'd be in 30 years.
All right, well, thanks, Mike. I
Thanks,
appreciate
Farrell.
it.
Good to see you.
Just like, well, for example, like an instrument, play a guitar. Practice that son of a gun every day. Paint every day. Even if it turns out to be crap and you throw it away, you've learned something.
The human spirit, it's a wonderful thing. Bill has a daughter who's a wonderful.
Cece, yeah.
Yeah, Cece. Boy, she is a great artist.
she is.
I met her a number of years ago, and she has kept at it, and the work she does today is just beautiful, and
I'm really good at stick figures. Really good.
I heard you're a good photographer.
Well, I don't know if I'm good, but I like to do it.
And I heard you bought a drone, so you're going.
did.
You're up in the clouds now.
Yeah,
right?
I'm trying to be like Bill. He's my hero.
Yeah. You see that he's good inspiration. You're trying to be creative.
And he's handsome, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Bill's wife, Janae, come and grabbed me and said that you wanted to meet because you watch the show all the time.
Yeah, we do. I do.
Yeah?
I do. I was born in Ogden, and I'm just glad that Ogden has a station.
Go around and see what's happening in Ogden. And
Yep. Really like that,
very good. It's a lot of fun to do. You have to come out to more events and talk with us.
Well, I've been trying to trace you down for a couple of years now, and you guys,
really?
you move too fast. So.
I'm in a hurry. I'm always going. All righty. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't park the car.
Ooh, I almost knocked that over. That would have been bad. Yeah, Janae, move that. I'm kind of clumsy. All right, I'm here with Janae and Mike, and he's just insulting me, calling me a dork. And
Hey, wait.
Was that what you said?
No, I said you were a nice guy.
He's such a liar. So, can you guys tell me what it is that you're doing down here?
Well, we're just kind of hanging out here at the Hostler Model Railroad, and we're promoting the Union Station through the Union Station Foundation and the renovation of this building that's going to happen over the next 5 years. Part of which is a donation of a Ornata Spitfire car by Ornata Motors and Allen Hall.
Really? So, how much are tickets for the car?
You can, if you give a $50 donation, you'll have an opportunity to win.
To win the car.
And it's so awesome. I got to sit in one.
Did you on this particular painting right here?
Yes.
How long from start to finish does it take approximately?
That was about 1 year on that one. The original, that's a print. And Bill, over here is the original painting, the full size. So I started about a year ago. I had the idea going for maybe 10 years because I work on the railroad, and this is part of the route that I worked on. So I know this spot. And with the big boy being restored by Union Pacific, that I thought this would be a perfect place for that engine and this painting. And, big boy's coming to Ogden this spring.
I know, that's going to be so cool.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Big time. You'll have to have your drone up looking at the big engine.
I'm afraid to fly the drone here. I'll get in trouble. People are particular about that kind of stuff.
Didn't Bill fly his drone?
I can't speak for Bill.
I guess there's FAA issues and all
All right, I'm here with my friend Tracy. And Tracy, what are you doing down here? You don't seem like you have many model railroads, do you?
I do have a model railroad.
Do you really?
I do.
So you look like you're kind of busy running around here. Are you stressed or?
Yeah, I'm making little signs for the shop.
Oh.
Golden spike pins, $6.99.
Oh, for the shop, the gift shop.
Museum gift shop.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it this one right here? Or is it like this one?
It's like that one. So it's a custom built. So the winner will be drawn May 9th at our gala at the Eccles Conference Center, and we're hoping we're going to stream that drawing live. And it's a custom built car, so they'll get to pick the color, the engine, all of the accessories.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it'll be a couple of days before you drive it, but.
Oh yeah, 5 or 6.
Yeah. Wow.
It's about 120-day turnaround.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So did you get to drive it though, Janae?
No.
You should have said, "Give me the keys."
I wanted to so bad. He said I could come back another time.
Oh, did he?
That Bill guy.
Maybe Bill will buy you one.
Yeah.
Oh, see?
I'm sure he'll buy me a ticket.
Yeah, well, he as he should,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, $50. I mean, remember the $50 is supporting the renovation of the building. So, I mean, 100% of that will go towards the building.
Do you do just one at a time, or do you work on multiples at a time?
Multiples, like 2 or 3. Yeah, and I also work. I work for the railroad, and I travel to Elko, Nevada right now, and I paint when I'm there if I have the time also.
Oh, really?
And just keep a hand in it.
Do you paint while you're driving the train?
No, I don't do that. That's
No?
when I use my imagination to try to think of things. Yeah, yeah. Like, you can't paint.
Off the record. Off the record, right?
No. Well, you have paper and you might sketch a little.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Some ideas, you know.
I mean, I've told you this.
You got to keep your mind on the job.
Yeah, well, I've told you this before. How hard is it to drive a train? It's on tracks.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about steering it or nothing.
No, nothing.
Yeah, you just along for the ride. I could be an engineer for crying out loud.
We thought about that.
Hey, we didn't talk about that. It got shot down though, real quick.
Yeah.
So, what do you think of the railroad show?
I love it. A lot of people.
A lot of people, huh?
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing?
This weekend, my favorite thing is the Golden Spike National Historic Sites gift shop. I spent about $70 at their shop.
Really?
Yeah.
And a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, they have a really cool bag, a shopping bag that has a Jupiter on one side and the 119 on the other side. And they have a puzzle, and they have pins and stickers and all that tchotchkes that I love.
So Tracy came here to buy a purse.
I did not come to buy a purse.
A bag. It's a purse, right?
No, I came to run our gift shop, and I spent money at someone else's.
Oh, okay. Well, that'll work too. All right, Tracy. Well, you're busy. I don't want to hold you up, but thank you for talking with me.
Thanks.
Even if you don't win, you're still helping out the building and a great piece of Ogden history.
Absolutely, yeah. So that's the great thing about it.
All righty, guys. Well, hey, good luck, and people go buy as many. Is there a limited amount of tickets, or
any person can buy as many tickets as they want?
So go buy like 1,000 tickets, and your chances are better.
Well, right, because we're going to sell about 4,000 tickets. So if you buy 1,000, 1 in 4 chance,
Yeah,
right?
right, for sure.
Yeah.
And you just go to our website, theunionstationfoundation.org, to buy your ticket.
I should have asked about it.
No problem. Or you can call myself or Janae at the foundation.
Well, Janae has to keep me straight because I totally forgot about a website. And
hey, you're too busy. You're interviewing, right?
I'm doing something.
Isn't that the director's job? Isn't he supposed to like put it along the bottom of the screen or something?
I.
You know.
All righty, guys. Thank you so much for talking.
Thanks, Farrell.
Have a good day, and thanks for being awesome.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
It's relatively easy. You know, it's go and stop and take care of your engines.
Well, see, I like to generalize things. You know what I mean? And I don't worry about all the behind the scenes stuff and everything. I just see a guy sitting there pulling the horn once. That's all I see, and I assume that's the entire thing to train.
A little bit more, but
a
not
little more
not-
involved?
yeah, just you have to know the rules. There's certain rules for stopping and starting and proceeding and allowing yourself on. You just can't say, "Hey, I want to run a train today." And
OSHA ruins everything fun.
I know but yeah, it's.
Look, he's like Farrell's gonna say something dumb, and I'm gonna say yes, and I'm gonna be like, wait, no.
Let me think about what I say before. Come on.
I never do. It works out great for me. All right, Mark. Well, hey, I'll let you go.
Okay.
But thank you so much. I'll let you off the hook.
Good. All right. Thanks. We'll see you soon. Thank you.
He wears blue and he's Smurfy.
Hey, real quick question there. What's this about? What's this about Smurfy? I wish I'd have known that the first time I talked to you. That'd have been great.
I don't know anything.
No. Are you playing dumb?
Yes.
No, he's not.
Doesn't take much.
He's not playing.
All right, Smurfy. Well, I'm glad to know that now. This is my friend, Mr. Smurfy.
Someone nicknames me that now and then. I won't point any fingers, but somebody nicknames me that now and then.
You know, I found when people call you names, they're just jealous, and that's how they make themselves feel better.
That's true.
That's why I'm going to call him Smurfy from now on. Okay, hey, that's all for me. This place is huge. The show's so big, I'm worn out. So we'll have Craig come. He'll finish off the show, or maybe do his own show. Heck, who knows? There's so many things to talk about, so many things to see. Hey, thanks for watching, and thanks for putting up with Craig.
Check it out. Thanks, Farrell, for handing the show over to me. I really appreciate it because I've been waiting for a long time. I just cornered this nice man right here. What's your name, sir?
My name is Dale Spalding.
Dale, how you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good, good. So when I walked up, Dale, I said, Dale, do you know me? And he's like, oh, yeah, I know you, crowd surfing. You watched that show?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I heard somebody watched it, and I wondered who that was, and it was you.
It's pretty much whenever nothing else is on.
I like that. That's going to be my call letters from here on out. Craig, when nothing else is on, you know?
See, my surfing specialty is channel surfing.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, we got train fans, we got real trains, we got model trains, and we even have photographs of trains. And I just run into Lee right here. Lee, tell me what your role is in all of this.
Well, I'm secretary of the Hostler Model Rail Club.
Yeah.
And
not the Mama Club.
Yeah,
the model.
And for the past 2 years, I've been running the photo contest for the club. It was formerly ran by Stan Jennings, who passed away a couple of years ago. So I've always entered photographs. I enjoy the hobby, and so I kind of took it over.
I cannot believe it. I realized one of my dreams today. I became a Lego. This has always been a dream of mine. You made it happen for me, dude.
Thanks.
What's your name?
My name's Cody Otley. I'm the president of the Utah Lego Users Group.
I cannot believe it. This display is incredible.
Thank you. This is actually one of our smallest displays, so we usually do a lot bigger displays at other events throughout the year.
You know, my grandsons are probably going crazy right now because they love Legos.
That's perfect. That's, the kids love the bricks, so.
You have other specialties. What? This is your booth right here, right?
Yes, this is the booth for Wonderful World of Trains. That's my business. We're up between 30th and 31st on Washington Boulevard on the west side.
Been there forever.
47 years.
Really?
Yeah.
No, so I know because I came in there about 22 years ago with my father.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a train from his childhood. Okay. I would say what it is, but I'm afraid I'll get it wrong. Anyway, you repaired the engine, or someone in your shop repaired the engine, and then you also gave him a bid on it because you wanted to buy it.
Yeah, that would be me because I repair all the ancients.
Yeah.
I have a young associate that repairs the moderns, and but I repair all the ancient ones. Right. 70 years old is about the average for the ones that I repair.
We have 8 different categories. We have steam engines. We have non-steam, which is mostly diesel engines. We have railroad structures. We have rolling stock, which is like box cars, tank cars, whatever. We have railroading, which is kind of a potpourri of anything that has to do with railroads. We have railroading people, scenes that have people working on the railroad. We have 2 categories of model railroading. Some people are not technically adept, so they like to take snapshots and not do any editing of their photos. So we have a category for that. Others, like me, enjoy using Photoshop to edit our photos and put sky and various things. Okay. So then we have that category as well.
What is it about Legos? Why does everybody like Legos?
I mean, it's the high-quality toy that's been around for, 70 years or more, right?
Yeah.
So.
And now they got the movies and everything, and, and people become Legos like me. Look, I'm a Lego. This is really fun.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah, it really is.
So,
how many Legos do you own?
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we'll wait. You count them, all right? Just go count them right now. We can wait.
I'm probably pushing, personally, over 2 million bricks. Probably.
Oh, you're kidding me. How have you lasted for 47 years in the model train business? I'm sorry, that might sound like a rude question, but it's not. I just want to know.
Well, it's just one of those things that you go through the hard times. You shrink your belt up, and you just kind of roll with the punches. Like right now, where you have to match internet prices.
Right.
And so that's just part of the game. So we hope to sell more so that we got some kind of a profit margin to work with.
Yeah. And you've got some impressive entries around here, and I imagine what basically are the rules? I mean, it has to be your photograph, right?
It has to be it has to be your photograph. In some cases, you can do some minor editing, like cropping or changing the lighting, and others you have to just use the photograph as taken.
Well, you know what? A lot of this is really good work. And I've been putting this question out to a lot of people here today, and I'm going to put it out to you too. Okay. What is it about trains? Why do people still like trains? This is the year. What year is it, Bill? Oh, it's 2019, right? This is the year 2019. Why are people still interested in trains?
Well, I can speak for myself personally. My father was a Union Pacific conductor, and he ran from Ogden to Green River, Wyoming. Yeah. So I grew up with trains.
Right.
And every time we'd go out in the car for a ride, I'd say, C2 train, Joe, C2 train.
What does that mean?
That means he had to take me down to see the 2 train.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got it.
I only said 1, 2.
Okay. The 2 train.
The 2 train.
Okay, I got it. Do you remember your first Lego set?
Yeah, my first set was actually a pirate ship, Black Seas Barracuda, had red and white sails. So.
Oh, yeah, you remember it well, don't you?
I still have it actually.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I got it when I was 7. So.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No, I've had it a long time.
That is so cool. Do you experiment with Legos and build your own stuff, or do you always go by the instructions?
No, so we're an adult fan club, and we all do our own creations. So we call them MOCs. We use a lot of acronyms, so my own creation. And then everybody just kind of takes their own section, and they do their own different kind of display. So like this guy really likes Egypt, so he did an Egyptian scene.
So what is it about trains? What is it? What is the lure of trains? Look at this place. This place is busy today. Yeah. I mean, it is busy. Why trains? Why are you interested in trains? What hangs with people as far as trains go?
Well, they're little time machines. And a lot of it is during the holidays. That's when most people get their first introduction into model trains, and it goes back 100 years, and so your grandfather, your great-grandfather, and it's just like when you get them up and running again, it's just like, hey, your dad's there, your granddad's there.
The whole thing. It's the nostalgia. Yeah. It's the feeling, right?
So it's been part of my life ever since birth, and I've always been a fan of trains. And riding trains, modeling trains. I have an HO layout at home, and also I have modules, but I don't have them in the show this year because I'm busy with the photo contest.
Sure.
But I think it's just generally this big, giant steam, diesel, clanking, iron-railed monster.
I like it. Robot.
This time I did just small things up in the front. I did that little elephant, the dragon, the Wizard of Oz, those 4 little ones on the front.
Just the small things, just the things that take like 25 hours.
I mean, the front 2 only took me an hour each, so.
Well, I think this is wonderful. And why are you at the train festival?
So we actually started out as a Lego train club over 20 years ago. One of our original members was a Lego train club. Yeah. And so that's why we have the 2 sections of train. And so we've just throughout the years just gone to train shows, and then we've kind of expanded into other things because people they all, like I said, have their own theme that they like to build in. So.
Well, that is so cool.
How many trains do you own?
I don't know.
You don't own?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know? Okay.
Yeah, pay attention, will you, Craig?
Yeah. Listen, that's a hard thing for Craig to do, to pay attention. So you don't know. You got a bunch, right?
I have a lot, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And actually, I was hoping we're going to be opening a museum behind the store, and we're shooting for May 4th to be the opening.
Oh, in line with the sesquicentennial.
That's the idea. We want to take full advantage of that. Yeah. Greed is the motive, Yeah. We got to get $1 or $2 out of everybody that runs through. But I was hoping to display about 1/3 of my collection. Unfortunately, I'm only going to be able to display about 10%.
Oh, no, man.
You can see semi-trucks going down the highway, and they're dramatic, and people like them. But it's just the power of a train that I think impresses people. And the length, I mean, a train 100 cars long.
Right.
I mean, just standing one place watching that go by.
Yeah, I quite often get caught while I'm driving by a train, and I don't know if impressive is the term I would use for that. Well, I know, but no, I get what you're getting at.
There's problems on 12th Street because the train pulls in, and it has to do a certain amount of backing up and switching of the cars. So
Right.
people get stuck there.
Yeah. How can people join your group? I mean,
So,
is
yeah.
there like an application?
Yeah.
Is there an initiation? Do they
Oh,
have
yeah.
to they have to walk across a bed of Legos or something bare
We can
feet?
definitely do the fire walk. That's definitely a possibility. But that's just utahlug.org, and there's a joining tab on there if they want to join us as an adult fan.
Oh, dude, this is so fun. Thanks for talking to me today.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for stopping by.
Can I take this off now?
Sure.
I don't think it comes off.
think
Bill, I'm
it's-
serious. I don't think this comes
it's
off.
just Velcro. You
No,
can
I
just-
know. No, I don't. You
Oh.
guys, serious. I'm having a panic attack here. I'm having a Lego panic attack. This is really weird.
There you go.
Now that
was That's too something. hot.
So you really don't know how many trains you have.
I really don't. I have a lot.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We interrupted your lunch and I bothered you and all that. You might as well make a pitch for your store right here. Besides buying trains, train parts, what else can people get through your store?
We do also rockets, and we do slot cars. You might remember those from when you was a kid.
I do, and I remember rockets. Do you have rocket engines? Can I buy rocket engines there?
You sure can, and you can buy the rockets themselves, rocket engines, the igniters, the whole ball of string.
Oh, dude, I had so much fun with rockets when I was a kid.
I'm thinking what would be a good idea on 12th Street is to have one of those electronic signs like they have on freeways and say, freight train currently blocking 12th Street, find a detour or detour, and then they can swing around before they get all the way down there and get stuck in traffic.
Good idea. Are you listening, you Dot? I hope you are. How hard is it to judge the photo contest?
Well, I don't judge them myself. We judge them by popular vote. So rather than the technicality of the photo, it's how they appeal to you. And so
So I get to vote?
Anybody can vote.
I want to vote. Well, here's the thing, though.
Through here.
I knew I'd see trains at the train show, and I knew I would see train fans, and I knew I'd see model trains. I even knew I'd see Legos. You know what I didn't think I'd see? Jewelry.
No, I'm just here so that everybody has something to look at.
You're right. You're giving you're making sure that everyone's got a chance to look at something, huh?
Right.
Yeah. Where does all this jewelry come from? I mean,
I make about 90% of it.
you make 90% of this stuff?
Yes, I do.
I always have to tell you adults that the rockets go this way, not this way,
Right.
and definitely not this way.
Right. There you go.
Sometimes adults tend to forget that.
There you go. Well, this is Dale with the Wonderful World of Trains. I'm Craig, your crowd surfing host. He already knew me. When I walked up, he knew me. That's how cool I am. The guy that owns the train store knows who I am. I mean, that's
All
like
right.
everything. It's like, Dale, thank you.
And thank you.
Yeah, this has been a great interview.
I'm glad you're happy. So am I.
There you go. Can I stack the voting? Because I happen to know someone who took one of these photos right there. So can I just vote for that person?
Because I'm way behind. But our STEAM category, because this is the 150th anniversary of the Golden Spike, and there's big celebrations going on, a lot of people have entered the STEAM, and you can see a lot of these are of the locomotives at the Golden Spike Historic Site, the Jupiter and the 119.
Right, absolutely. Well, Lee, thank you for taking time. I know you're a busy guy. I love the train story.
Well, good.
Yeah, I really do, and I'm going to vote.
Vote
not for yours. I'm not voting for yours. Yeah, I'm not voting for yours.
All right. Well, I've got 6 others, and I won't tell you which ones they are.
Well, you have to. No, no, you really don't. You have great work, and thank you. Thank you for making this happen too. I mean, there's a big crowd here today, and they're loving it.
We have a ball doing this every year, and people seem to look forward to it.
There you go.
We see a lot of the same faces year after year.
There you go.
Okay.
If you guys come down here, vote for this one right here, okay? That one right there. Because Farrell Lafferty, my other host, did it. What's your name?
My name's Susan.
Okay, and before we go much further, do you have a website? Because you should be getting some free advertising out of this.
I don't, but I'm out of Evanston, Wyoming.
Really?
And so I have a shop up there.
Wow.
It's in the old post office and federal courthouse up there.
I know where that is. I actually know where that is. up
Looks
there.
just like the one down here, but a little bit smaller.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? That's a good point. It really does. So you came from Evanston to Ogden.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have to get a passport?
No.
No. You can just do that without that?
Yep.
I love it when I see a real railroad fan. Look at this. This is a railroad fan. Look, he's got the bibs. He got the hat. You like trains, don't you?
I do.
You do, really? How long have you liked trains? A long time, your whole life?
Yeah.
Yeah? How old are you?
3.
Wow.
And he's been, is this his 4th year or his 3rd year? This is his 4th year.
This is your 4th year coming to this?
Yeah, and between 3 and 4.
Yeah, I should.
He's between 3 and 4.
He's between 3 and 4, and this is your 4th time at this event. One of the coolest things about the train show are the families, all these little ones down here enjoying the trains. What is it that brings you guys to the train show?
Say, this little guy right here, huh? What's your favorite thing?
Thomas.
Yeah.
Thomas the Train? Is that right?
We
Who's
love
that?
trains.
Who's that guy over there with the white hair?
Who's that?
Who's that?
Papa.
Is that right? Is that your grandpa?
Yeah. See,
You
we
know
brought
what?
him to the train show too, huh?
Yes, your grandpa. Of course. No. So you make 90% of this jewelry. A lot of this stuff is beautiful, and
I design it, and
I can't believe this is very reasonably priced. That's $3 for those earrings of kitties.
yep.
Wow.
I try to keep everything reasonable so people can find stuff they can afford.
Yeah. Has it been a good show for you?
Yeah, it is. I like doing this show.
What is it do you like about trains?
I don't know, but
You know what?
engines and everything.
Engines and everything. You like Legos too? Because we're in the Lego room.
Yes,
Yeah. You love Legos?
I do.
Really? What would you do if you could have all those Legos right there?
I would build them.
You would build them. That's what you would do. I think Grandpa brought you to the train show. Uh-huh. That's right. And so do you really like trains?
What do you like about him?
They're my Thomas and friends.
They're Thomas and friends.
I don't blame you. I really don't. Are you guys all having a good time here?
Say, oh yeah, huh?
Yeah? You going to come back to the train show?
Of course.
We came last year too, so this will be a tradition, huh, bud?
Let's go see those trains.
Let's go see those trains. Yeah, he's like, I don't want to talk on TV. I want to see trains. You go, buddy. I hope you see Thomas. Did you see Thomas here yet?
Yep. Graham, look this way. Say, we love trains.
We love trains.
Hi, Mike.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. We talked about this a few weeks ago, and now
we did.
here it is. It's come to fruition.
It has. About half gone, too.
About half over?
About half over.
Understand Farrell already talked to you today.
Farrell already talked to me. I kind of have to come down a little bit to talk to Farrell because, the mentality that's right there. It's just Farrell.
You know what? That makes me feel sad. You know why?
Why?
Because that's usually my joke.
Oh.
You just took my joke. So now tell me the truth. Do you feel like you have to come up to talk to me?
I do. See, I'm up taller than you. See, so I have to come up.
I'm talking about intellect here.
Oh. No, I don't.
All right, let's have a battle of intellects. What do you want to have? Math? What do you want to do? You want to do a math competition? Words?
I've always learned 2 and 2 is 5. So
What's vivisection?
I don't have any idea.
What's a dobro?
I have no idea.
I know this stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, thank you for coming down here. I like all of this stuff right here. I mean, I'm not much into jewelry myself, but my wife is.
Well, good for her.
Yeah. And she's going to be looking at this stuff, I'll tell you that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Thank
a good
you.
thing.
Thank you. We're going to go look at trains.
Okay.
Those I
Well,
like.
That's what you're here for.
Exactly. Not jewelry. Although this is cute.
All right. Thank you.
You are the best television interview ever.
Yes.
Can you look at the people out there that are watching right now and say, "Come to the train show."
Come to the train show.
Right now.
Right now.
Come to the train show.
Come to the train show. Right now.
He's got my job. You're taking my job. You're going to be really good at this.
Yes.
I did the same thing yesterday. I looked right at the camera and went, "Bah!" Well, you guys are good sports. Are you having a good time at the train show
We
too?
love it. Like I said, 4 years in a row.
4 years going.
Yep. He was just a baby. And
Good deal.
loves it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for joining us. Now, one more time, tell those people out there to come to the train show.
Come to the train show. Come to the train show.
High five.
To the train show.
High five there, buddy. Hey, folks. Craig Bielik, your crowd surfing host. We've been out here today, the Hostlers Model Train Show.
That's right.
30 years running in
Ogden Union Station.
In Ogden Union Station.
Historic Ogden Union Station.
Historic Ogden Union Station.
25th and Wall in Ogden.
25th and Wall in Ogden. What's the zip code?
84401.
There you go.
2501 Wall.
Now you got no excuse to be here because we just gave you every direction there is. We will see you again next year. I know it.
You will. I'll be here. I'll be
Absolutely.
here.
And I'm Craig Bielik. I will see you again on Crowd Surfing unless Farrell kills me.